Hello everyone and welcome to this first game dev video. Today we're going to learn how to make a 2D game map. There will be a link to the tileset resource I'll use in the video description down below. Without further ado, let's get started with the theory. For obvious optimization reasons, using a 10,000 by 10,000 image as your game environment isn't the right way to go. You will not be able to animate any individual assets of your game, nor interact with it, and such a big image would have a very bad impact on your game's performance. The solution developers came up with is fairly simple. We're going to divide the terrain into smaller, equally sized images and independently render them on screen, one after another, like pieces of a puzzle. This method is called tiling. We'll start by creating the tile struct. It's going to be a small object representing a single tile of the map. For now, it will only hold the area of the tileset we want to draw, but we can expand on it later and add more data, like whether or not you can walk on the tile, if you can dig it up, if you can plant seeds on it, etc. Then we move to creating the actual map object. It will have a 2D grid of tiles called a grid, and a list of possible floor tiles we'll randomly pick from when we launch the game that we'll call floor tiles. In the class constructor, when we create a new map, we'll go through the grid once via a nested for loop and assign a random floor tile to each element of the grid to make sure there's no gap in the grid. In this example, the map is generated by randomly choosing a tile from the list, but you can add an actual procedural generation algorithm for more believable results. Once we're done with the map's constructor, we move on to its draw method. This method is executed every tick of the game and deals with the actual rendering. Just like the constructor, we loop through the entire 2D array thanks to a nested for loop and draw the corresponding tile at the right position. At this point, we're done with the map object and its draw method. We can now try to run the game and see if it works as intended. And just like that, you know how to create 2D game environments. Editing the map at runtime is just as easy as modifying a value at a certain position in the grid. You can also quite easily add more tiles from the tileset in the floor tiles list. We're done for today. I hope it was enjoyable and that you learned something. From now on, I'd like to make this a series of monogame classes to teach you guys about game development. We'll start simple, but over time we'll go through more advanced concepts such as game architecture, AI, procedural generation, animations, etc. So yeah, see you in the next one.